Good morning, Saints. Time to turn the coffee pot on. Listen to the way people talk these days. I'm not talking about the filthy FUs and the GDs that are coming out of every millennial's filthy mouth, now filtering through our society to the very point that the President of the United States goes on national TV and calls the recent investigation of himself and the coinciding lies told upon him bull sheep. You know what I'm talking about. It's that unfiltered, foul-mouthed, unflattering foolishness that I'm talking about here today. We all acknowledge that today's public square's spoken speech is pathetic, absolutely pathetic. What I'm talking about is the way that folks these days, many of them Christians, will allow the words to come out of their mouths without even capturing that very thought, as we're instructed to do. They just open their mouth and let words fly out. How many times we hear good Christians, in quotation, say things like, well, that's karma for you. No, you don't want to mess around with Mother Nature. That's just how we humans have evolved. We've all heard these platitudes, these common popular key phrases, these cliches that permeate the population in our society today. And I'm sure many of you are thinking, oh, come on, fisherman. We're just talking here. No crime, no foul. What does that even mean? These are just all little simple words to communicate an idea, to accept, others' conversational whatever. But I say, really? Let me ask you a question or two. If we continue to talk that way, the way of the world, because none of that kind of talk is biblical or scriptural. And when I mean scriptural, I mean Holy Ghost, Jesus Christ, God Almighty scriptural. How are people supposed to separate us, recognize us as Christians as the light of the world? I like to use the example of the first martyr, Stephen, as he foul-mouthed the heathens, calling them out. He called them all kinds of ancient equivalents of modern-day speech. Stiff-necked vipers, uncircumcised dunghills. He let them have it. He gave it to them, didn't he? And then they killed him. Beat the hell right out of him. He saw the heavens part, and then Stephen croaked. Now I'd like to think there's a lesson there, and there is, but I'm not talking about trash talking in the 21st century. I'm talking about the common vernacular today. So might I suggest a different approach to karma, Mother Earth, and evolution? Perhaps Jesus Christ, God's static breatheth realm, and his glorious creation and purpose for man. That's just a captured thought. Speak like the world or speak like the Bible. Once again, the choice is yours. Peace, love. Ooh, that coffee smells good. The fisherman. Oh.